Good morning, everyone. So nice to be here. Thank you so much. My name is Arvind. I'm the founder and CEO of Glean. Glean is a work AI company. We bring AI to everybody in their day-to-day work. Today, I'll spend some time talking about how AI is transforming every business, every organization, every institution. What are some of the key challenges that organizations face when you try to bring AI into your workplace, and what are some of the solutions that we have to solve those problems. So first, when you think about AI today, it's one thing is clear to everyone: AI transformation is happening. It's not a question of if; it's a question of when. Every business, every institution is going to fundamentally look very, very different in the next few years. How work happens, how we spend our days, a lot of things that we do today, we won't be doing them in the future anymore. But the key to driving that transformation in the business is you have to think about both your people and your knowledge and data inside your organization. There are two key streams that we think is going to be a successful strategy for driving AI transformation. Number one, you have to think about how you're going to train every person in your organization, your students, your staff, your employees. How do you train them and make them AI first, make them AI experts, so that they can actually then get ready and figure out how they're going to use AI to transform how work happens inside your organization. They are the ones that are going to actually do the second part of your AI transformation, which is taking your existing business processes, organizational processes, and transform them using AI. But connecting AI with people and data at scale is very, very hard. People are slow to adopt new technologies. In fact, many people are actually resistant to AI. Sometimes, they have fear from AI that's going to actually take their jobs away. So how do you actually ensure that you create an environment where everybody is actually learning AI and actually getting better with it as opposed to being scared of it? Making AI work in your business also requires you to make AI understand your private enterprise data, your private organization's data. Because when you think about all these AI models that are out there, none of them have been trained with the data of your organization. They don't know anything about your institution, what are your policies, what are your processes. And to make AI work within your organization, you have to figure out a way to connect your private data with these LLM models that have been trained on all of the public internet's data. But when you actually start to do this, when you have people start to get trained on AI, that's when they are able to actually move much faster. They're able to do extraordinary work, and they're also actually able to make AI work in a great way inside your organization. One of the keys for unlocking AI is data inside your organization. AI is only as smart as the data it has access to. So as I was saying before, when you think about all these models like GPT and Claude and Gemini, they're all great models. They have amazing reasoning powers. They have all the knowledge of the world. But one thing that they don't know is, again, like anything inside your institution. So how do you connect AI with your work data? Some of the challenges that you face there is, number one, your data is actually fragmented across many, many different systems within your business, within your institution. And so you have to actually, figure out all of those places where you have data, bring them all in one place so that you can make AI work on it. The second challenge with making AI work securely in your enterprise is that most of your data tends to be private in nature. You may have a file that only you have access to in your institution, or you may have an asset that maybe a certain team in your organization can actually use. But you can't take all of your institution's data and train AI model on all of it. If you build models which know everything about all of your enterprise data, then they're going to actually leak information to unintended audiences. There may be information that only the staff in your university should have access to, and you don't want a model that's trained on that knowledge and make it available to your students. So those are some of the problems that you have to solve for when you start to make AI work inside your institution. And so that's what we do at Glean. We are an AI company, got started at 6 years back. When we started, our first product was a search product for the institutions, for the organizations. What Glean does is you connect Glean with all of your enterprise systems inside your institution. So you'll connect with systems like Microsoft 365, Word, PowerPoint, Docs. You'll connect it with Google systems like Google Drive, engineering systems like Confluence, Jira, for your staff, CRM systems like Salesforce. So you connect Glean with all of your enterprise systems, and then we give you one place, a Google-like experience, where as an employee, as a student, as a staff, you come in, you ask questions, and we'll surface the right information back from wherever that information is inside your business. And we'll do it in a safe and secure way so that we make it really easy for people to find information inside your institution, find documents, find messages, find people, everything. That's how we got started. Then after that, the AI models has continued to evolve. Transformer technology has improved significantly over the last 6 years. So that allowed us to launch our AI assistant product in 2022. Think of Glean's AI assistant as a product that's very much like ChatGPT, but with a few key differences. You go to Glean Assistant, you ask questions, and Glean will answer those questions for you. But it will use all of the world's knowledge as well as all of your internal private institutional knowledge to answer those questions for you. The second part is what is actually unique and extra on top of the normal chatbots that you're used to using. And then from that point onwards, as AI has continued to evolve, we've also launched a agent building platform with Glean. So now you can take any individual process that you have inside your institution, and you can actually start to see how to agentify that, how to actually bring AI to bring that automation into your business processes. So that's the evolution of the company, starting with search first over all of your institution's knowledge to an AI assistant that again makes it really easy for you to work on all of your enterprise data and knowledge and give a ChatGPT-like experience over that knowledge to your people to an agent building platform. And I'll just show a quick visuals of how the product works. So the look and feel of Glean is just like Google or ChatGPT. You come in, you ask questions, and we'll actually use all of your company's knowledge and data to answer those questions for you. And when we do that, one of the key things with Glean is that AI is somewhat unpredictable. You may not actually understand. Like sometimes sometimes people don't trust. Like you ask questions in ChatGPT, it comes back with an answer, but it's hard to trust that. Why is it the right answer? The systems, AI systems in general, don't explain, like why they're answering a question in a particular way. But when you come and ask questions in Glean, we do it differently, where when AI writes back an answer back for you, line by line will actually tell you where is that authoritative information generated by humans to actually produce and give those answers back to you. So that's the general purpose assistant. But you can actually now start to think about specific business processes within your company, within your institution. So for example, in a university, one of the key use case for students are they're always trying to find what classes they can enroll into. So you can actually build, at one of our universities, there is a class finder application that somebody's built using AI, which goes over the entire class catalog. It understands a student who's asking for questions around like what courses they can take, and use all of that context together to help them sort of figure out a curriculum for them or a course for that. Similarly, If you are a faculty member and you have, you can actually build an assistant that's built on all of the knowledge that staff has access to actually figure out like, questions around your day-to-day work, for example, like how do you apply for research grants and things like that. In general, you can actually build agents to reshape, all of your daily tasks, decision-making, and workflows. The range of tasks that you can do is actually unbounded in that sense. The key part about agents is that agents have access to universal knowledge. It have access to all of your internal institutional knowledge. And when you combine that with the power of agentic reasoning, you can actually now start to take all these tasks that humans have to perform and start to bring AI into it. And really augment how fast we can actually do our tasks. The agents can actually be applied or help for every type of business work that happens. For example, if you have engineering teams inside your company, you can build many different agents to actually help people code, to help people deploy code, troubleshoot and debug issues. If you are somebody who's trying to actually sell, we can build agents that help you prospect, that help you pitch, that help you coordinate, close deals. The overall, an assistant, allows you to bring value to every one of your employees, every one of your, staff members and students. These are some of the example agents that you can build within a university. For faculty and professors, you can build a curriculum mapping agent. For procurement, you can actually help them figure out how to actually look across different vendors, compare contracts. For alumni relations, you can build an engagement agent, again with the power of AI. When you think about overall your organization, there are a lot of different things that you can be doing with AI agents. Now, with that, I will actually summarize, how we differentiate ourselves as an AI platform compared to all the different AI systems that you have there. So number one, the Glean platform is comprehensive in terms of data access. We are able to actually connect with all of our internal systems and repositories, and therefore we can make AI work for your business processes on your data. We're not limited to a specific set of applications, which means that you can build agents for all of your different staff members, for all of your students, all on one single horizontal open AI platform. The second key aspect of Glean is that we are model agnostic. So instead of having to pick whether you're working with GPT or Claude or Gemini, you can actually use the Glean platform, which brings the best of all of industry's innovation all in one platform for you. You get to use, when you build agents on Glean, you get to pick which model is the best depending on the use case that you have, and make that work for you, for that particular agent. You have broadest access to data, so not just internal data in your institution, but also all of the world's knowledge. And you can actually now build agents that can work on the entire set of data. And also remember that agents actually do some work. So they're not just using information and using the power of reasoning of LLM models. They're also ultimately doing some work. And so for that, they need to actually have the ability to take actions inside your enterprise systems. And that's another thing that you get with our actions library in one place. So overall, that's how Glean works. It's a AI platform that you can deploy inside your institution to your students, to your staff members, and with one horizontal AI platform, you can build all kinds of agents to transform your organization with AI. So that's all I have here. Thank you so much for giving me the time.